Welcome back to the channel NUMISMA HUB coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic and potentially life-changing coins in U.S. history. Top 5. First up, the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial $1 coin, also known as the Eisenhower dollar. This isn't just any old pocket change. Some of these coins are worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars in today's market. Yes, one of these coins could make you rich overnight. So what makes this particular coin so special? Let's begin with its unique background. In 1976, the United States celebrated its 200th birthday, the bicentennial, and to honor this monumental occasion, the U.S. Mint released specially designed quarters, half dollars, and $1 coins. The Eisenhower dollar was one of them, and it proudly features the dual date, 1776-1976, on the obverse. The reverse of this coin shows a striking image of the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, symbolizing America's freedom and its exploration achievements. Designed by Dennis R. Williams, a young art student at the time, this patriotic design only appeared for 2 years, 1975 and 1976, but all bear the 1776-1976 date, regardless of year struck. But here's where it gets exciting. Not all 1776-1976 Eisenhower dollars are created equal. Some of these coins were struck in 40% silver, and these versions were not issued for general circulation. Instead, they were sold in special collector sets. If you have one of these silver-clad coins in pristine condition, you might be sitting on a. Let's talk numbers. A standard 1776-1976 Eisenhower dollar that was released into circulation, made of copper nickel, is usually worth around $1.50 to $3 in circulated condition. But when you start looking at high-grade coins, especially or higher, values can jump to $50, $100 or more, depending on demand. Now, the real stars of the show are the proof and silver versions, especially those with errors or ultra-high grades. For example, a Type 2 bicentennial dollar with a thin, low-relief design on the reverse is considered rarer and can fetch significant premiums, particularly in high mint state or proof grades. One example sold at auction in recent years for a whopping $9,600. Yes, nearly $10,000 for a $1 coin. This wasn't due to a minting error, it was simply a high-grade, flawless silver-proof Type 2 coin graded by, that's as perfect as a coin can get. Let's not forget about error coins, which can skyrocket the value instantly. Off-center strikes, double dies, planchet errors, and even missing clad layers have been found on 1776-1976 Eisenhower dollars. Some of these rare error coins have sold for over $5,000 depending on their severity and rarity. Also, coins minted in San Francisco with an S mint mark, as part of the collector proof and silver sets tend to hold more value, especially those that came in the red, brown, or blue U.S. mint packaging from the 1970s, so if you have one still in its original packaging, you could be in luck. Collectors love the Eisenhower dollar for its bold size, patriotic design, and unique mintage. And because these coins were only minted for 2 years with the bicentennial design, demand has grown among both seasoned collectors and newcomers looking for the next big flip. Now imagine pulling one of these coins from your old junk drawer, flipping it over, and realizing it's a silver-clad proof Type 2 in perfect condition. That coin could literally be worth thousands, especially if it's professionally graded and slabbed by or NGC. Even ungraded, raw silver versions can go for $20 to $80 or more, depending on the market and their condition. And if you've got an entire original set, dollar, half dollar, and quarter in silver from 1976, that could boost the overall value to several $100s. A big part of the value depends on authentication and grading. Getting your bicentennial dollar certified by a top-tier grading service like or NGC can dramatically increase what a collector is willing to pay. Serious buyers want to see that official grade before shelling out big bucks. Another hidden gem is the Type 1 versus Type 2 reverse variety. The Type 1 has bold lettering and is more common, while the Type 2 has finer, more delicate lettering and is scarcer. Most high-dollar auction results come from the Type 2 reverse, especially in pristine condition. It's important to note that some of these coins may look like silver but are actually copper nickel. A quick test? The edge. A solid silver edge is likely 40% silver, but to be sure, you may want to weigh the coin. Silver weigh around 24.59 grams, while clad ones are slightly lighter. Many collectors are still unaware of the treasure hiding in their collections. A box of old coins inherited from a relative or purchased at a garage sale could easily contain a valuable $1,776 coin. It's always worth double-checking those old sets, especially if they include the original US mint packaging. Don't forget, coin values fluctuate with the market. As silver prices rise and collector demand increases, so too will the worth of high-grade and rare Eisenhower bicentennial dollars. Holding on to the right one today could turn into a small fortune tomorrow. So if you've got a $1,776 coin, especially one with an S mint mark or in uncirculated condition, don't spend it just yet. It could be worth way more than you think. Get it checked, get it graded, and you might be in for a surprising payday. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful and you're now racing to check your old coin jar, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more coin secrets that could make you rich overnight. Drop a comment below if you have one of these coins. We'd love to hear your story. Next up today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins from American history, the 1978 Eisenhower $1 coin. At first glance, it may just look like an ordinary dollar, but in the world of coin collecting, certain pieces from this year can be worth big money in today's market. If you're lucky enough to have one in your collection, it might just make you rich overnight. The year 1978 marks the final official production of the Eisenhower dollar, a large and heavy coin that was first introduced in 1971. These coins honored both President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing, making them a true piece of American history. Unlike the smaller dollars we use today, the Eisenhower dollar was huge, measuring 38.1 mm in diameter and weighing about 22.68 grams. It was made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, but some special collector's issues were struck in silver, and those are where the value can skyrocket. In 1978, 3 major varieties were produced: coins minted at Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark. Each has its own story, rarity, and value potential. The Philadelphia Mint struck 25.8 million pieces without a mint mark. These coins were primarily meant for circulation, and most ended up in the pockets of everyday Americans. While common in worn condition, finding one in pristine, uncirculated state can bring serious money. The Denver Mint produced 33.1 million coins, making it the largest mintage of the 3. Like the Philadelphia issue, circulated examples are easy to find, but high-grade specimens certified by professional grading services can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and demand. The San Francisco Mint, however, produced proof coins specifically for collectors. These 1978 S-proof Eisenhower dollars were made with special dies and polished planchets, giving them a mirror-like finish. With a mintage of about 3.1 million, they are scarcer and far more desirable among numismatists. One of the main reasons the 1978 Eisenhower dollar can be so valuable is because of condition rarity. Collectors prize coins graded or higher, and only a tiny fraction of the millions struck have survived without scratches, bag marks, or wear. For example, a 1978 D Eisenhower dollar graded by or NGC can sell for well over $3,000 to $5,000 at auction. In even rarer condition, values can soar past $10,000, making this a true jackpot coin. The Philadelphia issue also carries high premiums in top condition. A 1978 Eisenhower dollar No Mint Mark in has been known to reach $2,500 to $4,000 at major coin auctions. These are the types of coins that can change your life overnight if discovered in your collection. The San Francisco proof version is another powerhouse. A 1978 S Eisenhower dollar in deep cameo is virtually flawless under magnification, and such coins have commanded $7,000 to $12,000 in the past. That's why proof collectors are constantly on the hunt for the best examples. Errors and varieties also play a role in boosting the worth of 1978 dollars. Off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet errors can multiply a coin's value. Some rare striking mistakes from this year have sold for thousands, proving that even imperfections can make a coin more valuable. Another factor that raises the value is the end of the Eisenhower series. After 1978, the U.S. Mint retired the large dollar format and replaced it with the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. This makes 1978 the last year of issue, and collectors always prize the final year of any coin series. Collectors also consider the historical context. President Eisenhower was a celebrated World War II general and a respected U.S. leader. Pairing his image with the Apollo 11 Eagle landing on the moon reverse creates a patriotic and historical appeal unmatched by many other coins. In terms of everyday finds, most 1978 Eisenhower dollars are only worth around $1.25 to $3 in circulated condition. But don't let that fool you, it's the high-grade examples, proofs, and error coins that can bring in the life-changing amounts. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have sold 1978 Eisenhower dollars for record prices, often shocking collectors who underestimated the value of this coin. With coin grading technology improving, the discovery of ultra-high-grade examples has only increased demand. When it comes to collecting, eye appeal is everything. Coins with sharp details, blazing luster, and minimal marks stand out from the crowd. Even if two coins have the same grade, the more attractive one often sells for more. Many coin experts advise collectors to keep an eye on rolls, mint sets, and proof sets from 1978. Hidden within these sets could be the next multi-thousand-dollar coin waiting to be discovered. For investors, the 1978 Eisenhower dollar has proven to be a stable long-term asset. As the years go by and more coins are lost, damaged, or melted, the surviving high-grade examples only become rarer, driving prices even higher. If you're holding a 1978 Eisenhower dollar today, the key to unlocking its value lies in authentication and grading. Submitting it to a top-tier grading service like or NGC can confirm its condition and rarity, instantly boosting its market value. In conclusion, the 1978 US $1 coin is far more than just pocket change. With some examples worth thousands of dollars, it has the power to make you rich overnight. So check your collections, search those coin jars, and who knows, you might already be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Next up today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and potentially valuable coins in modern American history, the 1977 Eisenhower $1 coin. While most people think of dollar coins as ordinary pieces of change, certain 1977 examples have shocked collectors with their staggering value. The Eisenhower dollar was first introduced in 1971, honoring both President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing. By 1977, the series was already well established, but not many knew that coins from this year could one day carry enormous collector premiums. While millions of these coins were minted, the true value lies in mint marks, condition, and rare errors. The 1977 dollar coin was minted in Philadelphia with no mint mark, in Denver with a D mint mark, and in San Francisco where both proof and silver-clad versions were struck. Most coins found in circulation are copper-nickel clad, but the San Francisco silver issues and proof strikes are far more desirable today. Now here, where the excitement begins, while the majority of 1977 dollar coins are worth only around $1 to $5 in circulated condition, the top-graded coins and rare errors can skyrocket in price. In fact, some specimens have been auctioned for thousands of dollars, making them life-changing discoveries for lucky owners. Let's talk about condition, which plays a massive role in determining the coin's value. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC can fetch unbelievable sums if they receive grades of MS67 or higher. Why? Because very few 1977 Eisenhower dollars survived without scratches, bag marks, or wear from circulation. For example, a 1977 D Eisenhower dollar in top condition has been known to sell for over $3,000 at auction. That's right, what looks like an ordinary coin in your change could, under the right circumstances, make you instant profits worth thousands of dollars. Proof coins from San Francisco are also highly collectible. The 1977 S-proof Eisenhower dollar can be worth anywhere from $10 to $50 in typical proof condition, but if it's a deep cameo strike with exceptional eye appeal, collectors may pay well into the hundreds. Even more exciting are the rare errors and varieties. Error coins are like the lottery tickets of the coin world. Some 1977 Eisenhower dollars were struck off-center, had doubled dies, or were struck on the wrong planchet. These mistakes dramatically increase the value of the coin. For instance, an off-center strike or a double die 1977 dollar can easily fetch $1,000 to $5,000 depending on the severity and rarity of the error. The more dramatic the mistake, the more collectors are willing to pay. One of the most valuable varieties is the transitional error, where coins were mistakenly struck on silver planchets intended for proof sets. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare misstruck pieces, you could be looking at a value of tens of thousands of dollars. This is why it's so important to carefully examine any 1977 Eisenhower dollar you come across. A coin that seems ordinary at first glance could have a small error, like a doubling on the lettering or a misaligned strike, that makes it worth a small fortune. Collectors love Eisenhower dollars because they represent the last of the large, heavy U.S. dollar coins. After 1978, the series was discontinued, replaced by the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar. This makes late-date issues like the 1977 Eisenhower coin even more collectible today. Market demand is another huge factor driving up values. With coin collecting on the rise worldwide, especially in the US, rare and pristine Eisenhower dollars are seeing record prices. The 1977 coins, being one of the scarcer high-grade issues, are benefiting greatly from this surge in interest. It's also worth noting that professional grading dramatically boosts a coin's value. A raw, ungraded 1977 dollar might only bring you a few bucks, but if you send it to PCGS or NGC and it comes back as MS67 or higher, the value jumps into the thousands. One famous auction result involved a 1977 Eisenhower dollar that sold for over $7,000 because it was certified at the near-perfect grade of MS67+. This shows just how much condition matters when it comes to rare coins. So what should you look for if you want to know whether your 1977 dollar coin is valuable? Start with the mint mark. Philadelphia issues are scarcer in high grade, Denver coins are easier to find but still valuable when flawless, and San Francisco proofs are highly sought after in cameo and deep cameo condition. Next, inspect the coin for errors. Look closely at the lettering, the date, and the details of Eisenhower's profile. Doubling, missing letters, or unusual thickness in the strike could mean you're holding a rare variety worth thousands. Weight is another clue. Most 1977 dollars are copper-nickel clad and weigh 22.68 grams. If your coin weighs more than that, you might have one struck on a silver planchet by mistake, a potential jackpot coin. The bottom line is simple. While most 1977 Eisenhower dollars are worth face value, the rarest examples in top condition or with dramatic errors can be worth big money in today's market. Owning one of these could indeed make you rich overnight. So, check your coin jars, old collections, or even pocket change. You never know when a rare 1977 Eisenhower dollar could appear. It could be sitting right under your nose, waiting to change your life. Next up today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins of the 1970s, the United States $1 coin from 1974. Many people think of dollar coins as common pocket change, but when it comes to certain rare errors, mint marks, and preserved conditions, these coins can be worth a fortune. Yes, that's right, if you own a 1974 dollar coin, you might be sitting on a piece of history that could make you rich overnight. The 1974 $1 coin is part of the Eisenhower dollar series, which was minted between 1971 and 1978. These coins were issued to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the nation's 34th president, and to celebrate the Apollo 11 moon landing on the reverse design. While millions were produced, only a handful have stood out as truly valuable due to unique errors, minting varieties, and condition. First, let's talk about the basic features of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar. On the obverse, you'll see the profile of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Chief Engraver Frank. The reverse showcases the iconic eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, a tribute to peace in the Apollo mission. This design links American history with space exploration, making it special even before we get into its rare value. The 1974 dollar was minted in several locations: Philadelphia no mint mark, Denver D mint mark, and San Francisco S mint mark. Coins from each mint have different values depending on rarity and condition. The San Francisco Mint also produced special proof coins and silver-clad issues, which today are highly collectible and command big prices. Now here, where things get interesting. The rarest and most valuable 1974 Eisenhower dollars are those struck in silver-clad versions. While the majority of Eisenhower dollars were made from a copper-nickel-clad composition, the U.S. Mint also released 40% silver-clad coins for collectors. These silver issues are significantly more valuable, especially if they are in pristine, uncirculated condition. But the real treasure lies in error coins from 1974. Some Eisenhower dollars were struck with mistakes, such as off-center strikes, double dies, and even coins accidentally minted on the wrong planchets. These errors can turn an ordinary coin worth $1 into a collector's dream valued in the thousands. For example, there are 1974 Eisenhower dollars struck with a dramatic double die obverse, where the lettering and details of Eisenhower's profile appear doubled. Collectors go crazy for such coins, and when these surface at auction, the bidding wars can send prices skyrocketing well beyond $5,000 depending on grade. Another rare variety is the 1974 S-proof silver Eisenhower dollar. While many proof coins exist, only those with perfect grading, such as PR70, reach astronomical values. In fact, some have sold at auction for more than $10,000 simply because of their flawless mirror-like surfaces and impeccable preservation. We also cannot ignore the importance of condition when it comes to the 1974 Eisenhower dollar. Coins graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, or Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, in top grades like or are worth a fortune. Even a small difference in grade can mean the difference between a $100 coin and a $10,000 coin. Let's look at some actual auction results. A 1974 D Eisenhower dollar in plus condition sold for over $12,000 at auction. Meanwhile, a 1974 S silver proof in deep cameo brought in close to $15,000. These numbers prove that the right 1974 dollar coin can indeed make you rich overnight if you have the right variety in your collection. One of the most famous stories in the numismatic community is of collectors discovering these rare high-grade 1974 Eisenhower dollars in old rolls or mint sets that were simply sitting in storage for decades. Imagine finding a forgotten roll in your drawer and realizing one of the coins could pay off your car or even part of your mortgage. Now you might be wondering, how do you know if your 1974 Eisenhower dollar is valuable? The first step is to check for the mint mark. Is it a Philadelphia no mint coin, a Denver D coin, or a San Francisco S coin? Next, inspect the coin closely for doubling, minting errors, or unusual features. Finally, always consider the condition. The shinier, sharper, and more preserved the coin, the higher its potential value. It's also important to mention the role of silver content. While most 1974 dollars are copper-nickel clad and worth face value unless in high grade, the 40% silver coins, especially the 1974 S issues, carry intrinsic value due to the precious metal. With silver prices fluctuating, even bullion collectors see these as worthy investments. Collectors also prize Eisenhower dollars because they are the last large-sized dollar coins issued for circulation. Later coins like the Susan B. Anthony dollar were smaller and less impressive. This makes the Eisenhower series, and particularly the 1974 issues, a nostalgic and historic collectible that continues to grow in demand. When discussing big money in coin collecting, rarity and condition are king. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar demonstrates this perfectly. While millions were minted, only a tiny percentage survive in pristine grades or with rare errors. These are the coins that bring in life-changing money at auctions. Many casual collectors dismiss Eisenhower dollars as bulky and common, but seasoned numismatists know that this series is filled with hidden gems. Some coin dealers even specialize in searching for high-grade Eisenhower dollars, knowing they can flip them for thousands of dollars more than their purchase price. The best part is that anyone can potentially find one. Whether in old coin collections, inherited estates, or even bankrolls, a rare 1974 Eisenhower dollar could be hiding in plain sight. It's these possibilities that keep coin collecting both exciting and financially rewarding. So if you happen to own a 1974 $1 coin, don't spend it at the store just yet. Take the time to examine it, check for errors, look for silver content, and consider having it graded by a professional service. That $1 coin in your hand could secretly be worth thousands. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for these gems. With the rising popularity of coin collecting and the limited number of rare 1974 Eisenhower dollars available, their market value continues to climb. Owning one is like holding a piece of American history that doubles as a valuable financial asset. In conclusion, the 1974 United States $1 coin may look like ordinary change, but certain varieties and high-grade examples can truly make you rich overnight. From silver-clad proofs to dramatic minting errors, these coins are treasures waiting to be discovered. So check your change, dig through your old coin jars, and who knows, the next millionaire-making 1974 dollar coin could be sitting in your collection right now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin treasure hunts. Who knows, your next coin find might just be worth a fortune.